I'm happy to greet you again, dear colleagues, at the final day of the 5th BRICS Young Scientist Forum. In the Young Innovator Prize contest, all days were busy. It was interesting to see each other in the office or even sometimes in the home environment, which is not something we would see had we held an offline conference. All projects were impressive, with a wide range of application options for your inventions, including drones, waste management, and improving agricultural practices. In contrast to other sections, ours had a competitive aspect to it, and I would like to thank the adjudicators for their unbiased and competent work. It's a pity we could not add more music and creative performances to the agenda. During coffee breaks, we saw many of you dancing. And now I would like to listen to your impressions of the forum. Please give your feedback on how you have benefited from it, what new ideas you have. You might want to thank someone in particular, so whatever you feel appropriate to say, please go ahead and share it. But hard as it is, try to do it in about 90 seconds. All right, and we'll go in the order of your presentations, in the same order as you presented your work. And so we'll start with Ana Luisa Becerra Santos from Brazil.
Невидимая.
We cannot see her yet.
Дарью Комкову тоже не видим.
And we cannot see Daria Komkova from Russia, so probably let's listen to Sayantan Sinha from India.
Yeah. So thank you for this opportunity. And BRICS has been very informative when we have collaborated in this platform. It was really nice to see all the scientists, all the innovators coming on this platform and exchanging ideas. This should go on, and I would like to thank all the participants, all the jury members for their excellent participation and their contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now we are moving to China. Jiahua Pu. Looks like we do not have connection yet, so let's see if Nosy Fortune is here from South Africa. Aliona, please turn on your microphone because I cannot hear you.
Так, слышно. Артур?
Yes, so I guess now we are moving to Brazil, to Artur Enrique Azevedo Gonçalves.
Hello, everyone. Could you guys hear me now?
Yes.
I'm very glad to be here. I just want to thank you for the opportunity to be here right now. And I'm sorry about that. I just came right now. What should I say more?
Yeah, just your impressions, maybe what new ideas you have, maybe you want to thank someone, how you benefited from it. So just some general feedback. Yeah.
Okay, so once again, I'm very glad for being here. I'm very honored, to be honest, with such many good researchers, many good workers. I could improve all my knowledge with learning with so many different researchers. When I came here, I just came to attract more visibility to my research and my institute. So I just want to thank the jury, all your attention, all my family that supported me. And yeah, I'm very glad to be here. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best luck for you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the kind words. Thank you, Artur. And now we are moving to Ivan Shotsky from Russia. Do we have Ivan? No? Who do we have? All right, Warwick. Yeah, let's jump to Warwick Thompson from South Africa.
Good day, everybody. Yeah, it's been interesting to to meet and learn so many other researchers and scientists and people who, well, all of us, I suppose, aspire to be entrepreneurial. And it's nice to see that everyone, even though we're at different levels of progress, it's good to see how everyone is striving to achieve, even though they're different goals, striving to achieve something very similar in a way that it's innovative and it's improving society across the board for different regions. And I think from a BRICS perspective, I think it's quite good that we had the opportunity to network and meet fellow BRICS members, which could possibly lead to future collaborative projects, especially within agricultural fields, where there's a similarity in a lot of crops that are grown and challenges that farmers face. But this extends across all disciplines, I suppose. But yeah, all in all, I think for the hosts, you've done a very good job. I'd like to thank you on that. And it couldn't have been easy walking into this conference, not knowing how it would turn out. And I think it's been a global challenge that many people have been facing this year. But hopefully next year and the coming years, it can be in person. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to the judges, and it was good to meet everyone.
Thank you very much. It was our pleasure as well. Those of you who have not been able to speak and we kind of missed your turn, we will get back to you a little later. And now we are moving on to Brazil, to Dago Manuel Ribeiro.
Hello, everyone. It's a really pleasure to be participating of this event. I already get some connections in all the BRICS country, so this is kind of I already moving forward about the collaboration with the BRICS world. So I have an opportunity to share my startup and my science that we are doing. But all the events were great to learn and to make connection. And our feedback was online, but was like really perspective everything. It was really nice to see everyone every day. And I already miss everyone, and I hope we can keep in the works group doing some work together. And thank you very much for all organization of the events, all colleagues from BRIC countries and the jury. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dagon. And now we are moving on to Russia. Ilya Menshikov, we cannot see you, but let's check, maybe we can hear you.
Yes, hello guys.
Great, yeah, hi.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes, fine. So it was a really great event, and I thank you very much for this event. First of all, for organizers, after that for all the participants of this great event, of this conference. So I suppose that all of us had a great opportunity to present their own projects and to raise an awareness all over the world about the technologies and the systems. Also, I would like to recognize and say many thanks to our jury members because their questions were very useful for us. We have to think about them and to improve our projects, and as well as the presentations and so on. And I think that this experience in the online participations on the conference really cleared all the boundaries between countries and all the participants. So thank you very much, and I hope in future we can meet one more time, maybe, and to have a great exchange and bound our network. Thank you very much.
Dear colleagues, Hello everyone, and welcome to the day 5th, final day of the 5th BRICS Young Scientists Forum, which is held today on Friday. And yesterday we didn't listen to one presentation, and I think everyone will support my decision and decision of our organizers. Today we have one final report from South Africa, and the presenter is Ms. Gillian Mahomani. Ms. Gillian Mahomani, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's great, yeah. Start your presentation, please. Just 12 minutes, and if we have time, there will be also questions. Okay, start your presentation now, please.
Okay. Okay. So good day to you all, and thank you for this opportunity to present again following yesterday's incident with the network. I am a postgraduate student from the University of the Witwatersrand, and I'm very, very excited to be sharing with you here at the 5th BRICS Young Scientists Forum. So our work focusing on the material sciences aspect of the conference is looking particularly at bioarchitecture mimicking medical materials. So we're looking at fabricating a drug-loaded biomaterial scaffolding system for potential biomedical applications. So the target tissue that we were looking at was brain tissue.
Oh, there is a sound problem again.
Reduces the overall quality of life. And those who survive traumatic brain injury can face effects that last a few days to even the rest of their lives. Another reason why we're focusing on traumatic brain injury is that it has been cited as deaths, which account for about 50% of all trauma accidents. For example, in my country, South Africa, tracking and tracing the burden of traumatic brain injury has been noted to be very, very difficult because of poor record keeping, which is suboptimal, and very little funding being available for epidemiological monitoring and surveillance of trauma. And in addition, interpersonal violence in South Africa is frequent, and it is the frequent cause of both trauma in general and TBI. So it's very difficult to track and trace and differentiate between. So in summary, the surveillance is lacking and interventions are lacking. And by that, I mean funding, dedicated research centers, and human resource. So there is immense opportunity for researchers worldwide to contribute to the many problems surrounding traumatic brain injury. What we chose to focus on is the lack of therapies. Why is there a lack of therapies, and how can we contribute to the solution? Well, there are several factors contributing to the challenge. When something penetrates the brain, let's say, for example, a knife stab, there is a cavity that forms between the neurons and the supporting structures. Now, the second thing that occurs is that there is a hostile environment that forms at the injury site, formed by the formation of a glial scar, inhibitory molecules, and the secretion of free radicals, resulting from the breach of the blood-brain barrier. Now, this is a whole cascade of secondary injury. What the brain's response is to create a glial scar. This is a double-edged sword because it's good in the sense that this is the brain's way of protecting the surrounding healthy tissue and networks from further damage. But at the same time, now the glial scar makes it hard for the cells that are trying to penetrate through. They cannot penetrate through the glial scar. And even if they did, the lesion environment is extremely hostile. So what we wanted to do is create an alternative. We wanted to provide something that would act like a bridge at the lesion site and support the cell survival and the healing efforts of the brain. So this is where tissue engineering comes in. So tissue engineered 3D scaffolds have shown various degrees of experimental success, indicating their great potential as treatment options. However, there's yet to be a 3D scaffold brain tissue application clinical results. So when you're thinking about a scaffold, it needs to be designed to mimic the tissue building requirement needs. And when we talk about tissue building requirement needs, we're talking about the extracellular matrix. So what you are looking at here are the scanning electron microscope images of the extracellular matrices of various tissues. And what I wanted to emphasize is that the extracellular matrix of each tissue is different and unique in architecture to the organ, right? So what the brain has been described as resembling foam or a fluid-based multi-phase material with interconnected pores of various sizes and shape. Or a more descriptive one, interwoven network of collagen and elastin fibers embedded in a hydrated gel-like matrix. So with that imagery in mind, we decided we're going to make a neuromimetic scaffold. And by neuromimetic, we mean it's going to mimic the architecture of the brain. So we decided to make a 3-in-1 system where fibers are embedded in a cryogel, followed by filling of this with a hydrogel. So the materials that we use were selected for various reasons. First of all, they're FDA approved. Number 2, they're specifically selected based on the ability to survive the processing into forming the scaffold, and also how close they can allow us to mimic the extracellular matrix. So for example, hyaluronic acid is one of the main structural backbones of the native extracellular matrix. Gelatin, elastin, polylysine can help us with cell attachment, in addition to helping us modify the mechanical properties of the structure. N-acetylcysteine was added for its therapeutic cues. For example, it can serve as an antioxidant following the oxidative stress that results from breaching the blood-brain barrier. And then also, the cross-linker was added there to help us improve aqueous stability, because most of these materials are water soluble, and the brain has been cited to be comprised of about like 80% water. So we wanted to aid that along. So the scaffold was fabricated in various steps. So step 1, we made the nanofibers using the electrospinning technique. And this is a very flexible technique. The images here in ABC, they show you the various structures that you can get from electrospinning, which shows you how flexible it is. But for the sake of brevity, the nanofibers that we obtained were randomly aligned, and they also fell within the range of the fibers previously described in literature for brain tissue. Then we followed on by making a cryogel using the cryogelation method. And here I'm also showing you the various structures that you can get from the method, showing how flexible it is. So the nanofibers were then embedded in the cryogel matrix, resulting in a nano-reinforced cryogel structure. Then finally, the cryogel was submerged in a gel and then followed by cross-linking, resulting in us having a porous fluid-filled solid with interconnected channels, as that previously described for brain tissue. Right. Then we looked at biomaterial swelling. Okay, so let me just get this video going. So this video here is me just deforming the scaffold, and then out of it is flowing artificial cerebrospinal fluid. So it has a deformable network. And what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to take it and I'm going to place it in artificial cerebrospinal fluid, and it's going to regain its structure. So it exhibited biomaterial swelling and hysteresis as well, which shows that it has a deformable network. And then we also observe biphasic release of the drug from the scaffold, which is good for delivery of therapeutics at the site, for example, growth factors and other things that you might need. Right. Then after that, we wanted to do some rheology to find out if it would behave in ways similar to brain tissue cited in literature. And what we noted was that it really did try. It was soft, As you can see, there's like 456 pascals. It was very soft, like brain tissue, and also it typically exhibited solid-like behavior and a near stable constant shear modulus, and complex viscosity that increased with decreasing frequency. This was observed in literature for brain tissue as well, so we tried. And then finally, neural cell lines, when treated with the scaffold, were observed to be viable. So this is indicating the potential to support neuronal survival, neural cell survival. Then we further looked at biocompatibility and the applicability of the scaffold in a surgical scenario using rat models. So these are Sprague Dolly rat models. And what I wanted to highlight here is that from a practical standpoint, even though the scaffold was soft, as observed from the mechanical studies, its preformed architecture actually kept the integrity.
Gillian,
1 minute.
Yeah, 1-2 minutes.
Okay, so the scaffold actually functioned like a gauze, as you would find in a surgical setting, where it actually decreased the bleeding. And the benefit here is that you don't actually have to remove the scaffold. Then we did some preliminary studies, and the histo shows us that the brain tissue actually encompassed the scaffold and didn't shrink away from it, which is good. You want tissue scaffold contact because that will allow surrounding tissue integration. Okay, and then were we able to achieve the aims that we set out to achieve? Well, to some degree, our approach using the tissue-based multi-composite system allowed us to a degree to mimic the hybrid hierarchical structure of the brain tissue. And the scaffold further showed potential for application in an in vitro setting for cell culture, potential for application as an implant and a drug delivery system. So this is our way of contributing to therapies. Here are the references that I use, and I would like to thank these bodies in their respective ways for my ability to present at the conference today, and to the organizers for giving me a second chance. Thank you.
Thank you, Gillian. Thank you very much. And there is one question which came. What are the zeta potential values and charges for your scaffolds? If you can answer it fast, it is okay. Otherwise, we have to move. Can you read the question? What are the zeta potential values?
We did not test the zeta potential values and charges for the scaffold, unfortunately.
Okay, no. Okay. All right, Gillian Mahomani, thank you very much. I remind you that Ms. Gillian Mahomani is PhD student from South Africa, and it has been a final report of our material science session. So, dear colleagues, this is final day of the 5th BRICS Young Scientists Forum, and all the presentations have been completed within this productive week. I congratulate you, and this is the time to sum up all the productive work during this week and discuss the progressive discoveries and results in the area of materials science. During this intensive week, we have learned the advances in 3D printing, in two-dimensional materials, nanostructured magnetic materials, nanosensors and nanodevices, nanostructured metal oxides, next-generation nanoelectronics, condensed matter physics, high-entropy alloys, new materials based on coordination polymers and porous organic crystals, novel nanostructured photocatalysts for the generation of hydrogen fuel, solid oxide fuel cells, electrochemical energy storage using high-performance supercapacitors, negative refraction slab lens for interactive holographic imaging technology, bioarchitecture mimicking medical materials, biopolymetric interfacially plasticized electro-responsive hydrogel, nanoecotexology, and other areas of material science. This week has been productive. Thank you, everyone. And we have 8 minutes for some presentation and summing up. If anyone wants to say something, please raise the hand in the chat and you might be connected. to make a speech if you want. Please raise your hand if anyone wants to sum up our week. We have 8 minutes to do so. So, does anyone want to say something? Okay, Mohit Saraf, Dr. Mohit Saraf. Yeah, if you want, we can connect you. Dr. Mohit Saraf. So I have to ask technical support.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, hello.
So I would just like to thank, DST and this BRICS forum to give us this opportunity to interact with all of our peers. It was really very helpful. It was a great platform, and all the discussion and all the presentation was really inspiring and productive, and I definitely think that they can lead us for a sustainable energy and a sustainable future. And I would like to congratulate you also and all the person behind organization, behind the cameras who were constantly working for this. Thanks again.
Thank you, Dr. Saraf. Does anyone else want to say something while we have some time? Anyone else? Doctor, so just 1 second. Dr. Evgeny Alexandrov.
Hello?
Hello?
Do you hear me?
Yes,
Do you hear me?
Yes, I do.
I want to say thanks, many thanks to all people who participated in this great conference. It was my great pleasure to see you, to know you, and I think we will communicate in future, and you also, the great future also is waiting for you. And you are always welcome to Russia, to Samara Polytech, and also I would like to say that the great diversity of different topics were presented, and I think no one conference can not on one conference it is possible to see so much diversity of different topics, and it makes a wider presentation of the science which is made in BRICS countries. And again, thank you a lot. And I think in the next forum, I also will participate probably as a guest or as a scientist again. It will be also my great pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Evgeny. Thank you very much. Does anyone else want to say something, to share thoughts? Dr. Sakshi Chauhan from India.
Yeah. Am I audible? Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dr.
Once again, thank you so much, BRICS Young Forum scientists, to give me opportunity to participate in this event. I believe we all had a very enlightening week in terms of knowledge, collaborations, network, and feedback. I'm regretting the fact that we all could not meet physically. We cannot have meetings face to face. But I would like to thank Russian ministry that they had done a great job in terms of virtual connections and technicality. I would like to thank each and everyone associated. And in the whole, this conference had given me a broad vision in terms of knowledge and in terms to broaden my research area and domain. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chauhan. Thank you very much. And another speaker also from India is Dr. Anupma Thakur. We have 3-4 minutes probably. Dr. Anupma Thakur.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes. Yes. So greetings from India. So firstly, I would like to thank all the organizers and the BRICS Young Scientist Forum for giving us the opportunity to present here. And I would like to acknowledge all the presenters and the young scientists who have been the part of this forum. And this really has been phenomenal. And in spite of being virtual, still we all, networked well in this forum. So I would like to thank everyone and hope to be in touch with everyone so that we can contribute in a better world with in this material science theme. So congratulations to everyone. They are really doing great job. And let's celebrate, freedom of doing science. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, Dr. Thakur. Thank you very much for the very impressive speech. And does anyone else want to say something to sum up our forum? All right, dear colleagues. One more message. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Gillian. Thank you, Gillian. All right, dear colleagues, a few more announcements. The information about our material science session will be available online, and you can use it to make a report about the forum in general, to describe how it has been for your personal needs. So the information about coordinators from different countries will also be available, and you will receive it. So, dear colleagues, now we have to make a group photo. So now is the time for the group photo, and technical support will be. Please, everyone switch on the cameras. Now I ask everyone to switch on your cameras. We'll be making a group photo from the screen. Please look at the screens. So one more moment. One more moment. Group photo. Say cheese. Cheese. So technical support probably is making a few. I think it's ready. It's ready. It's done. Thank you, dear colleagues. And so this forum is about to end, and our material science session about to end. But after our session, there will be one more event organized by main group. There will be a few more presentations after our session. And I'd like to say thank you, everyone. This forum not only unites the knowledge and science, but it also unites the countries for solving global human and ecological issues. Thanks, everyone, one more time. And now you will receive the link after a short coffee break. Coffee break can be around 20 minutes or 25 minutes from this time. And after that, there will be a closure ceremony of the 5th BRICS Young Scientists Forum. Thanks, everyone, and goodbye. Hope we'll meet in the future during LEAF conferences.
Dear forum participants and guests, we continue the final day of our event with a masterclass on the Smart City project carried out in the city of Chelyabinsk, hosting the forum. The video will be available at our website for your future reference. And also please keep in mind that your feedback and questions can be sent to Oksana Grechova, who will share her experience with the project. The email will be displayed at the end of her speech. Over to you, Oksana.
Thank you. Hello, dear participants of the forum. My name is Oksana Grechova. I represent Innovation and Investment Development Agency of the city of Chelyabinsk. Our company aims at creating comfortable conditions for business development and to provide support for innovation companies in Chelyabinsk. And let me say a few words about our city. Chelyabinsk is one of the largest industrial centers in Russia. It ranks 6th in Russia in terms of industrial production. And it ranks 7th city in Russia in terms of population. 1.2 million people live here. In the 4.0 industry era, the city has experienced a great growth of innovations. And today, we say that Chelyabinsk is the city of innovations. It is our strategic goal, and it means that innovation companies are provided support at the highest level. And in 2019, Chelyabinsk has entered a smart city program, and it became a project city, and this program aims at creating comfortable conditions for the citizens and to create an effective management system of the city. This is a program of the Federal Ministry of Construction of the Russian Federation. And today we would like to share our best practices within the interactive masterclass. You will see 3 blocks of innovations. The first one is the innovations of Polyot company in cooperation with partners, then technological projects of the state's South Ural State University, and finally projects of Intersvязь company, our internet provider. So please, let's watch the video. Welcome to the interactive exhibition of smart city technologies that can be used to create smart cities. Products of Polyot company and other Chelyabinsk enterprises are represented here. The key element of a smart city that makes it comfortable for a citizen is the information stela. It has an information interactive panel on it with a city map, so a citizen can check his location, call a taxi, book a hotel and buy a ticket to the cinema. A citizen can also use Wi-Fi here, charge his mobile phone, and it is possible to call an emergency service directly from the panel. Among demonstrated solutions is a multifunctional bearing. It ensures uninterrupted operation of equipment installed on it, and it creates safe and comfortable conditions for the citizens. A number of equipment is located on the bearing. Energy-efficient lamps with a smart control system. They have a road covering sensor and they determine what kind of lighting is needed. Cupole system with a video camera and a radar that transmits video stream to the image recognition system and informs the operator about certain incidents depending on the settings. A smart traffic light which is integrated with weather stations and road monitoring systems, and it makes possible to inform drivers about road situation and weather conditions. The information is displayed on the central screen of the traffic light. Another equipment installed on the multifunctional bearing is the information stand that can inform the citizens about local events, news, and provide an emergency signal. The exposition includes a set of technologies for digitalization of home and yard territory. Smart parking system is equipped with sensors. When the parking space is occupied, there is a red light on. Then the place is empty, there is a green light on. And this information is transferred to the mobile app of a citizen or to the display which is situated at the entrance to the parking lot. The digital yard solution provides access to the secured area using biometric data of a person or a car number previously registered in the system. The smart intercom is equipped with a camera, and it is combined with the camera at the entrance to the parking space in one system to manage the yard territory. So then the smart system recognizes you, it intelligently informs to open the door. At the same time, you can communicate with the visitor via your mobile phone and intercom. You can also receive messages from local services, utility services or city administration via intercom panel. And it is also possible to call an emergency service directly from the panel. Next technology we would like to demonstrate is a complete solution for automation of collecting and processing of meter readings. The system includes energy meters themselves, hot and cold water, electricity, heat, the module that provides data transmission using LoRaWAN technology, and a software that provides work with this data for a resident in his personal account or for utility services or administration. The smart system allows to control heat consumption depending on the climate data outside and temperature indicators inside the room, and to avoid heat oversupply or heat undersupply. This smart technology allows to save up to 80% of energy. The data from the heat controllers are transmitted to the software and is displayed on the screen, and local city services can use this information. And this is a very effective tool of digitalization of city management. Another important element of the yard territory is a smart trash container, which is equipped with a sensor that recognizes the location of the trash bin, the level of trash in the bin, and this data is transmitted to the software to optimize the management system. An essential part of a smart city is a digital platform. All data from the digital solutions are transmitted here, and it allows city administration to manage the city, and it allows citizens to take part in city development and also to control the process of city management. The platform consists of several modules. For example, this module is for the mayor of the city, where he can control the situation, monitor current issues, and take needed measures. Here, the work with citizens' initiatives is demonstrated. Any citizen initiative is pre-moderated and placed on the portal, where it can gather votes of other citizens in support. Now let's turn to the sphere of education. The following invention can make the process of education interesting and exciting. We are speaking about the interactive sandbox. It is a complex in which children using augmented reality can build their own worlds with lakes and rivers, mountains and valleys. Children study the world around them, geography, Earth, and at the same time they develop their skills, attention, memory and logic. A feature of the invention is that children interact with real sand physically, and at the same time they use modern technologies. Comfortable and safe conditions are now a priority in the field of education. In order for children to study in warm, ventilated, infection-safe conditions, an indoor microclimate management system was invented. The system consists of the following devices: recuperator, air conditioner, ozonator, air humidity system and heating system. At the same time, it is equipped with the following sensors: humidity sensor, CO2 sensor, temperature sensor. Depending on the values of these sensors and the parameters preset in the controller, the system controls the opening and closing on the valve on the heating radiator and switching on and off the air conditioning system. The system controls level of carbon dioxide and air humidity. When the standard values of sensors indicators are exceeded, it makes it possible to get fresh air into the room from the street. Ozonization and humidification devices included in the system make the air in the room even cleaner and fresher. The classrooms are equipped with energy-efficient lamps with a smart control system. It allows to analyze the level of light at the working place and adjust needed level of light stream. And now projects of South Ural State University within the frame of technologies for smart city. And we shall start with the project Agricultural Machinery Monitoring System. Agricultural machinery is equipped with fuel gauge units as well as a system that transmits data about its location within the accuracy of 1 meter. All data is collected on South Ural State University services and displayed on the platform of Geographic Information System. The system allows you to monitor the level and consumption of fuel, the effects of discharge and refueling, the area of cultivated zones, and the distance traveled by equipment. The next project is technology for creating three-dimensional terrain models based on unmanned aerial vehicle data. The Research Educational Center Geoinformational System has a mobile laboratory that allows you to make a trip to the shooting site with all the necessary equipment and personnel. With the help of unmanned aerial vehicle, aerial photography of the area is performed using coordinate referencing with the help of high-precision land surveying equipment. The obtained data is processed using supercomputer technologies, allowing to get a three-dimensional terrain model and an orthophoto of the area. Based on the created terrain model, the volume of outputs and dumps can be calculated. The terrain model and an orthophoto are widely used in the design of mining operations where high accuracy of object positioning is required. The next project, an intelligent system of traffic flows and traffic infrastructure monitoring artificial intelligence monitoring system. Based on the collection, interpretation and aggregation of data on the intensity and classification of road traffic to develop and implement a system for evaluating the efficiency of road infrastructure use to predict road traffic congestions and total toxic gas emissions from vehicles in real time. An intelligent system of traffic flows and traffic infrastructure monitoring helps to solve a number of complex tasks: to collect, interpret and aggregate road traffic data, to identify underused resources in traffic infrastructure, which will help to reduce capital and operation costs, to evaluate the effectiveness of traffic management solutions in real time, to forecast total toxic gas emissions from vehicles in terms of atmospheric and climate conditions. This program will also warn of exceeding the maximum permissible concentration on the nodes of road traffic, which will help to prevent a negative scenario, to record road traffic accidents in real time, to identify the time and sections of road traffic with a system exceeding the permitted speed of the vehicle. And the fourth project, integrated self-adjust system for managing the transmission and consumption of thermal water energy based on beam and BAM technologies. Since 2018, in collaboration with the Russian Instrument Manufacturing Corporation of Control Systems, scientists of the South Ural State University Faculty of Aerospace Engineering have been developing an integrated self-adjust control system for a complicated technological complex of production, transmission and consumption of heat and water. The main objective of the project is to ensure efficient consumption of heat and water in order to save resources and ensure efficient heating of premises and buildings. Russian Instrument Manufacturing Corporation of Control Systems performs such works for a long time. It develops heat supply schemes for cities, towns, performs hydraulic calculations and balancing of heat supply networks. And they are faced with the problem that these adjustments are performed manually and not always effective. Therefore, such a promising topic was born, to create a kind of automated system that automatically manages the modes of operation of these networks. In the framework of the project, the methods for accessing the state of processes based on artificial intelligence tools are used, which allow to restore data in case of data loss or when they are clearly erroneous, using data from neighboring sensors or data from previous years, or take them into account in the calculation. This control system requires complex mathematical algorithms. Currently, mathematical simulation models describing the processes of energy production and transmission have been developed. Calculations and experimental studies, which consist in removing the thermal state of buildings, have been carried out on the example of the South Ural State University campus.
The following service is especially relevant during the pandemic: the keyless access for local doctors and ambulance doctors into multi-store building entrances. This technology lets people get help and the doctors do their work faster. In Russia, there is an institute of local doctors. You can call a doctor for visit you in case you have a fever or you cannot visit clinic on some other reason. But often doctors meet a problem getting into a residential building where a patient lives because all the entrances are locked. Only half of apartments have intercoms installed. We, Interswaz company, the telecom operator, have equipped 13,000 residential building entrances in Chelyabinsk city with the keyless access feature, which implies using the Smart City mobile app to unlock the entrance without a key. We have integrated this app with a regional medicine information system. So now all three entities, Entrance Lock Management System, Smart City mobile app and the Regional Medicine Information System are now combined into one ecosystem. How does it work? A doctor installs the Smart City app on her mobile device, registers herself as a doctor with her social ID. After that, all her calls for the current shift get downloaded by the app and the list of calls is presented. Each line of the call list contains a button which unlocks the entrance of the building corresponding the address of the patient. If any new calls during the shift assigned to the doctor, the call list within the application is automatically updated. Approaching the patient's address, the doctor pushes the unlock button in the call list and the building entrance gets unlocked. After visiting the patient, a doctor marks the call as finished within the application. This status is transferred to a regional medicine information system and the access permission gets revoked. All the data is transferred through encrypted channels and stays safe. This project started 1.5 years ago and now is actively used and appreciated by both local and ambulance doctors. This approach can also be applied to any other service needing residential building access, including the commercial area such as delivery, etc. In the era of urbanization, the housing, communal and utility services take particular importance. This is a significant part of the smart city technologies. Being a city dweller now means getting resources and not caring of it. Not many people know how the resource providing works and which technologies it uses. One of the most important city resources are heating lines. In Russian cities, as well as in some other countries, central heating is used. The heat carrier is spread from the heating plants to the building and the cooled carrier is then transferred back by the heating lines. These heating lines operate in harsh conditions and negatively affected by several factors at a time. The wear out of materials is unavoidable and the line damage is just a matter of time. The line damages, especially in winter time, lead to emergency situations when people are left without heating. To detect the heating lines wear out and predict the damage, the special monitoring technology is provided. The heating tubes contain the wire within the isolation layer. The electrical resistance value between the wire and the tube is an index of the line integrity. The less the resistance, the better is the isolation layer. But the problem is that the line monitoring is not automatic and is subject to manual measurements. Besides, the monitoring points in most cases are situated in the places without any wired communication or power supply present. The existing battery-powered cellular devices, even elevated from underground draw wells, drain the battery fast. The idea of using a battery-powered resistance measurement device specially designed that wakes up once an hour and uses low-energy LoRaWAN data channel was first proposed by Southern Ural State University graduates during the Smart City Hackathon organized by our company together with city authorities. This idea was used by our company Intersvязь and rolled out on the heating line network of Chelyabinsk operated by Fortum company. The resistance monitoring device with LoRaWAN interface were designed from scratch and produced with the help of contractor. These monitoring devices send their data to a smart city platform, which accumulates them, stores, analyzes, builds reports and alarms any data anomalies, which, among other things, excludes the human factor. This system helps to prevent emergency situations, take actions in advance and, in total, improve reliability of the heating line network. The heating line operator lowers its operation expenses and may redirect more finance to development. Smart parking is the system helping the drivers find the free parking slot while driving. The mechanism is based on a neural network. The CCTV cameras watch the parking area from the top and determine the free slots according to the pre-made markup. Initially, a driver can use a Yandex Alisa voice assistant in order to keep his eyes on the road. An integrated voice communication script will sound all the needed data. If the assistant confirms there are free slots, a driver can enter a parking area, stop and look at his mobile device display, which shows all the parking area with the free slots marked green.
Привет, Алиса.
Привет, привет.
Запусти навык «Умные парковки».
Запускаю.
Здравствуй, я постоянно слежу за парковками, поэтому могу подсказать, где можно поставить машину.
Подскажи, сколько мест по адресу Ленина, 76?
Количество свободных мест для Ленина 76 равно 21. Чем еще могу быть полезна?
Нет, спасибо.
Пока.
Пока-пока.
Besides, the system marks the places designated for disabled people. The further development of the smart parking project is a virtual car guard function. After you've left the car and turned the guarding on, the neural network will capture and analyze any activity near it and warns you through the push message in case of any activity near your car, or if your car starts moving. These functions show high demand among the smart city mobile app users. Our machine vision algorithm proved to work well in any weather condition. Rain and snowfalls, even heavy, do not disrupt the work of the smart parking and virtual guard system. The cars are recognized even under high layer of snow. For now, there are 82 public parkings in Chelyabinsk are equipped with smart parking function and are available for public use for free. But as a commercial use, the project is demanded for private parkings, especially near residential buildings. Smart Key to the City is a universal wireless tool that can be synchronized with a number of services implying payment, marking, checking in or out. For example, it can be used to pay for public transport ride, city bicycle rent, paid parking, school meal payment, school checking in for students. But primarily, it is a residential building entrance key based on a MyFair Classic 1K chip, and it is already issued 1,200,000 keys in Chelyabinsk by Intersvязь telecom operator, which also operates more than 6,000 smart locks in Chelyabinsk. Why anyone could use a smart key for payment if everyone has credit cards? Well, first, children don't have. Second, payment system like Visa or MasterCard takes its commission. Smart key payment does not imply any third-party payment system, so it may not imply extra margin. The first and now successfully run application of the Smart Key project is its use as a public transport payment card. It duplicates the public transport card, but it has a few advantages. First, Smart Key is easy to get. Second, it is free to get. Actually, if you live in the building equipped with a smart lock, then you already have a Smart Key. Third, it is always with you. You don't need to carry both the key and the card. Fourth, it is bound to a Smart City mobile application, so you can easily top it up and you can see its balance, get its statement, and the history of your rides for any time period you need, which helps you control your transport expenses. The demand for the Smart Key as a public transport card grows weekly. The project was started in May 2020 and the next month there were only 50 rides using it. In August, there were more than 5,000 rides.
This is my smart key. I also use this technology. Thank you, dear delegates, for your attention. And I would like to note that represented projects have been implemented in strong cooperation of private companies, authorities, and the university. And I would like to note that in the South Ural State University, a city lab laboratory was established to unite students, scientists, experts, private companies and active citizens to develop and implement in technological projects in the region. And we would like to emphasize the following projects. Please look at the slide. And we invite participants of the forum to cooperation. You can see contact details on the slide. So we are open to cooperation. And now I'm ready to answer your questions.
Yes, there are a few questions that our viewers would like to ask, and the first one is, do your partners cooperate with emergency services?
Yes, fire department, police and emergency services widely use keyless access using their own dispatching services, and statistics shows that this technology is highly demanded by emergency service. And besides, the smart intercom has an SOS button. Then someone presses it and the emergency service immediately gets the information about the location of the caller.
Great. We have one more question. Have other wireless protocols been considered? And why was in most projects LoRaWAN chosen?
Yes, for example, Intersвязь company has done a great job testing wireless solutions, and they have chosen LoRaWAN because it appeared to be most efficient in terms of power consumption. That is why it is widely used.
Right. One more question. It's to the Palette company. Do you collect, transfer, and process data from urban infrastructure facilities? And what is this data used for?
Yes, the data from infrastructure facilities are being collected and stored in the Smart City platform. The platform has a built-in tools to analyze this data, and the information is used to take decisions and to inform municipal services to take special actions.
Great, and one more. What advantages does the presented technology have over other methods of creating topographic models?
There are such methods as classical air topography and is topography and photography. And the technology is developed by South Ural State Universities faster and cheaper.
Some more questions from our viewers. Is there a security risk with the smart key if it is stolen?
Yeah, the Interslate company, they have analyzed this possibility, and it can be easily blocked. You just have to call or inform the service that your key is stolen.
One more question about smart cities. As amazing as this technology is, who is in control of the data? And what are the risks of data hacks of this scale?
The technologies are tested very attentively, so this risk has also been analyzed. And once again, who's in control?
What are the risks if there is a hacker attacking the system?
Well, there is always such a risk, but the data are saved correctly, and there is special protocol to avoid this possibility.
All right. Can you please tell us, if you can, something about the wastewater treatment protocol followed in your area?
I would like to contact my colleagues, so please write this question to me. I will transfer it to my colleagues.
Yeah, and you had the email again at the end of the presentation,
yes.
Right? You can watch the video again
and continue talking and answering questions.
Yes, one more question. Wonderful technologies. In my startup, Biotech Land, that aims to build a sustainable farming community using biotechnology. What is the platform to contact and collaborate? So for sustainable farming, yes, I think they would like to use a similar system in farming. So who should they contact and who should they collaborate with?
You can contact City Lab Laboratory. You have seen the details, contact details on the slide, and you can also contact my company, Innovation and Investment Agency of Chelyabinsk. The contact details are also represented in the video, and we can help you to establish contacts.
All right, and the last question, I'm told, is there any anonymity scheme to guarantee the user's data privacy? Again, some kind of an anti-hack.
Yeah, this is a very popular question. This question I also need to contact my colleagues and give you a more detailed answer.
Great. Thank you very much, Oksana, for your presentation, for answering the questions.
Thank you. We are open to cooperation, and we invite you to contact us and are ready to provide any needed support. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. And now we continue. Just a reminder, we had 3 sections working at this event: ecology, material science, and artificial intelligence. Over 35 video conferences have been held involving over 100 participants from 5 countries. And to make the forum possible, we had a big team working on the challenging tasks of bringing you all together, which was a wonderful experience for everyone. Let's take a look at the backstage of the event.
Look at people and I wonder all day, who are you and you are not the one in your way. And then I think about myself and I stayed. I'm a pretty boss, look almost your brain waste. I'm a freak in the sheets, but I got class. I'ma grab an ass if you want it. Best you ever had, give it to you live. Ooh. quiet with a big mouth. Listen for the doubt, then call it. Make you out for what you say to me. Look at every single date. If you got what I need, then oh, I'll take you on like a big deal. Legs you can unfeel, key in ignition. Just keep me full like I had a meal once in a while. Feel alright. I know you like it, can't fight it. I might let you ride the wave. I'm New York and you're LA. Come together, feel the shock waves.
Now it's time to announce the results of Science Stand-Up Battle. We received a lot of positive feedback noting the enchanting video from China, the great humor from Brazil, a lot of variety from India, and we were especially impressed by a complicated chemical process shown in a very clear manner. Russia prepared unusual videos with great sound and humor. And now I'm happy to announce the winners of Science Stand-Up Battle. In the third place, representing Russia, Maria Gardeeva. Maria, can you share your impressions with us, please?
Hello, I'm very happy. We are very happy for university who voted. I want to say thanks who voted for me, who likes my video, and for unfortunately you to organizers who create this competition. And thanks Paul.
Thank you very much. Congratulations once again. In the second place, representing India, Anupma Thakur. Anupma, please share your impressions with us.
Yeah, thank you for all who have voted for me. It's really great. And thank you like my video. And it's really great that we communicated science and you all appreciated it. So thank you, everyone. And kudos to BRICS nations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations once again. And finally, in the first place, the winner of the Science Stand-Up Battle, representing India, Sandeep Somvanshi. Sandeep, what do you feel?
Yeah, thank you so much for this award. I just gave my best to make this video. I was just having limited resources to make this video, but somehow I managed it. I hope you all enjoyed my video and the concept of magnetic hypothermia. And I'm really thankful to all the people who voted for me. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Congratulations to you and all the other winners. On the screen, you saw the prizes you're getting. And we had one more impressive video from Arthur Henrique Azevedo Gonçalves from Brazil. He almost made it to the top 3. So he's getting a special prize, this spectator's favorite prize.
Thank you very much for you guys. Once again, it was very exciting for me to doing this video. I never done this before. I would like to thank my brother, which helped me a lot to edit the video. And I'm very glad for that. I didn't expect all of my friends voting, everyone sharing the video. I believe it was a great experience. And once again, I want to thank my brother and all for everyone, for BRICS organization, all the jury, all of you guys again. Thank you very much, and muito obrigado from Brazil. That's a thank you very much. Ciao, ciao.
Muito obrigado. And we now move on to a very exciting moment. It's connected with one more prize. The forum also featured a Young Innovator Award contest, and we have enjoyed 18 wonderful presentations on innovative projects that will help resolve the challenges our countries face: water purification, waste management, digitalization of various processes, and the use of new materials. The BRICS community is there to support you, so the following prizes will go to these young innovators. In the 3rd place, representing China, Hanyan Wan. Congratulations! Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I'm really greatly honored to receive the award, and I'm so excited to win the prize. But it's not a victory of my own, but it's one of all giving helps all along, showing up during the competition. I'd like to express my sincerely appreciation to all of you, and thanks to the judges. And a special thanks to Ms. Song Wan, Ms. Jie Guo, and Ms. Song. They helped us from the beginning. Finally, awards comes and go, but the memory will last forever. The competition was excellent. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations once again. And now we continue with the winners. In the 2nd place, representing Russia, Ivan Shorstky. Ivan, how do you feel?
Yeah, thank you guys. It's a very great moment for me, and I want to say that it's not only my own achievement. This achievement is of my team. I'm very happy really now. Thank you, all of us, all of delegates and jury members for that part. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations again to you and your team. And finally, in the 1st place, the winner of the main Young Innovator Prize, representing South Africa, Gift Lubele.
What?
Yes, it's you. What do you think about it?
Oh my God, thank you so much. I don't know. I'm sorry firstly for the signal. I'm in the car, like my signal was really bad. I had to like cut in, like my little brother is crying. I don't know what to say. I thank you so much for this. I really appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate everyone who just participated. I've been trying to connect with so many people because I'm so inspired, and there's so much of positivity, and there's so much of innovation that came out of this conference. I'm honestly beyond inspired. This has been one of the best highlights for the year, and I want to just thank the judges. I want to thank all the participants. I want to encourage you, like what Vusi said, this is not just about winning, it's also about connections. And for that, I would really love to connect with every single person who was part of this, and I would really love to visit each and every BRICS country. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and congratulations once again. Great job. You did a great job, and I hope you continue just as well. By the way, dear participants, all the prizes will be mailed out to you shortly, and money prize winners will be contacted by organizers to finalize the technical issues. And now that the results are announced and the winners are happy, it's time to listen to the closing remarks from heads of delegation. And yes, we will now listen to the heads of delegation. Please welcome the head of delegation of Brazil, Mr. Carlos Matsumoto, General Coordinator of Multilateral Cooperation, Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation of Brazil.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the participants. You made this possible for your time, for your interest, for your work. I think we were achieving something incredible here. That is to make connections, to show our research efforts, and if possible, to bring these efforts for the further cooperation in the future. So I thank you very much for the delegates. I would like to thank specifically for the Brazilian delegation. We're having this WhatsApp group that I'm following, and they are very enthusiastic about it. And I thank you for your participation, active participation, and all the BRICS young scientists and young innovators. Regarding the Young Innovators Prize, I would also like to tell that the competition is important. You know, the prize, of course, it's the moment that you have the scores, but the ideas that you presented us will have results. And it's very important that you are bringing these ideas to share to other BRICS countries. I would also like to thank the Russian organization for this event. I know how difficult it is to do such things, too many people at the same time in the same rooms, and you made it. We saw the video with the backstage, and we saw how difficult it is, and the amount of people that are involved in such an event. And we are actually worried when we were talking about the organization of the event with the Russian colleagues to have the attention of the participants. And you made it. I think everybody fully participated in the sessions, and I thank you very much for the Ministry of Higher Education and Science of Russia Federation, the university, the South Ural University, and the jury members for the contribution to the prize. I hope that we have in the future opportunity to talk to each other again, and if it's not possible now, in 5 years we'll be back to Russia to the next Young Scientist Forum. Thank you very much again. Thank you for all of the young scientists and young innovators again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matsumoto, for your kind words. And now it's time for closing remarks by the head of delegation of India, Dr. Raj Kumar Sharma, Scientist F, Senior Director, Joint Advisor Grade, International Cooperation Division, Department of Science and Technology of India.
Thank you so much. Good evening, dear scientists, innovators, colleagues, and friends. My heartiest congratulations to all the winners of Innovators Prize competition and the Science Stand-Up Battle. Let me congratulate the Ministry of Science and Higher Education of Russian Federation in doing a commendable job of organizing this virtual conclave of BRICS young scientists and innovators. To deliver concluding remarks and to say bye is never a happy moment, particularly in the events like Young Scientists Conclave, where we always feel like being a part of one family. At the close of this conclave in Russia, the BRICS Young Scientists Conclave have completed one full cycle. Each BRICS country has hosted one edition since its inception in 2016 in India. The format, structure, and program of each conclave have evolved over past 5 years, with South Africa adding the element of Innovators Prize competition and Russia in this edition introducing the science stand-up battle during this edition. Let us now review, compile, and consolidate all the key takeaways of previous conclaves to arrive at a standard format and program of conclaves to be held in future. India being the lead coordinator for BRICS Young Scientist Forum and also the host for the BRICS Conclave 2021 would like to take lead in organizing this meeting of this stage forum to standardize the format, structure, and program of BRICS Young Scientist Conclaves and also other scientific and business diversities forum of BRICS Young Scientist Forum. We may also work upon to devise a mechanism to submitting the BRICS Young Scientist Conclave nominations online at a single platform, and also the Innovator Prize participants along with the critical details of the innovations being presented. This will ultimately help in building a database of BRICS Young Scientist Conclave participants as well as the data bank of innovations. This data bank of innovations could be used for scaling up and deployment within the interested BRICS countries. I am sure the young scientists and innovators would definitely have enriched themselves not only from science point of view, but also in finding their new connects, friends for future collaboration and avenues. I call upon all participants of the conclave to be part of virtual platform at BRICS Young Scientist Forum website, which is hosted by India. Its domain name is www.brics-ysf.org for continuing their scientific discussions and remain connected. Finally, I would again like to compliment and congratulate Victor, Albina, and the entire team for so efficiently and dedicatedly organizing the event in virtual mode, which is also of its own kind. I welcome you all next year in India for the 6th edition of BRICS Young Scientist Conclave 2021. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. For closing remarks, please welcome the head of delegation of China, Mr. Kwon Wan, Director, China Science and Technology Exchange Center, Ministry of Science and Technology of China.
Thank you, distinguished Director Viktor Smirnov, dear heads of delegations, BRICS colleagues, young scientists, jury members and innovators, ladies and gentlemen. The 5th BRICS Young Scientists Forum is coming to close. I cherish the opportunity to meet you again online, and I am very glad to have the opportunity to talk about my experience of attending the events. In the past 5 days, the forum held a series of colorful activities in the fields of ecology, material science, and artificial intelligence, and selected the top 3 winners of the Young Innovator Prize and the winners of the Science Stand-Up Battle. The performance of the delegates, experts, young scientists, and enterprise managers was very impressive. They made wonderful lectures and various communication discussion, which make our forum be filled with the light of wisdom, permeated with youth breath, showing the elegant demeanor of the scientific community. I'd like to applaud the young people for their open and cooperative attitude, realistic and pragmatic scientific spirit, and wonderful STI presentations. As I said at the opening ceremony, the current world situation makes us realize that we need more outstanding scientists come up with evidence-based innovative approaches and technologies to address common challenges. This is an era in which it is increasingly necessary to respect, trust, and rely on STI. Your performance has given me more confidence in the future and earned me respect. Besides, the forum achieved fruitful results. First, it has promoted mutual understanding and communication among young scientists in different fields and enhanced their knowledge. The young scientists have very many original ideas. Different academic views are passed on and exchanged here for common improvement. Second, it has created a good atmosphere for young scientists to grow up and play their roles better. More similar activities should be held so that more people will pay attention to STI issues and support youth innovation and entrepreneurship. Third, it provides opportunities for young scientists to find future research partners. I hope you will keep in touch with the friends you have made during the forum and turn your friendship into a practical scientific partnership soon. Finally, on behalf of the Chinese side, I would like to express our sincere thanks to the Russian organizers and technical staffs for their top job and strong support. I would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to all the delegates for their excellent performance. And I would like to express our warm congratulations to the winners of the Young Innovator Prize and the Science Stand-Up Battle. I wish you all good health, good luck in everything, and greater achievements in STI. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Wang, for your remarks. Thank you. For closing remarks, please welcome the head of delegation of South Africa, Ms. Punkam Daka, Director for Overseas Bilateral Cooperation, Department of Science and Innovation of South Africa.
Thank you, Chair. A very good day to you all. We have come to the end of the exciting 5-day journey of stimulating discussions amongst BRICS young scientists. I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to Russia, including all the stakeholders, for having organized such a successful event. A big round of applause. The new addition of the Stand-Up Science Battle, Innovators Workshop, and tour of the laboratory also added flavor to the program. Thank you, Victor Smirnov and the team for your hard work. Not forgetting other counterparts and other counterpart nationalist STI coordinators, namely Carlos Matsumoto, Arvind Kumar, Dr. Raj Sharma, Li Wenjing, and their various stakeholders, adjudicators for the young innovators and moderators of parallel sessions, not forgetting the technical people. They really did a great job. Also, I would like to thank all participants for representing their respective countries to engage in pertinent discussions, which I hope have increased their knowledge base that will be utilized to transform current situations to a better tomorrow. Congratulations to the winners of the first Stand-Up Science Battle and to our young innovators. We are so proud to have outstanding and committed innovators in our communities who are already changing conditions of our people. These excellent innovations stand a good chance of being extended to neighboring regions and the BRICS countries. All innovations that were presented are recognized, and we wish you all the best in your endeavors. I know researchers and innovators never give up until they crack it. Keep on conquering. Innovation is the way to go. The forum will always encourage and promote sharing of knowledge and expertise of young researchers. I hope you have all benefited a lot from these discussions. Your participation confirms entry to the BRICS Young Scientists Alumni. You now have a duty to promote and support the goals of the establishment of this forum, amongst others, of being active participants of the BRICS STI pipeline. Tell others about your exciting experience in the forum so we can increase the pool of researchers. It was also interesting to know that in your research and innovations, you do take cognizance of the Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development Goals, which intends to transform the whole world for better. As part of the whole, we are contributing our part. Let us strengthen our scientific collaborations to be the winning constellation. We are heading to the right direction, and let us walk this journey with determination and resilience. Thank you very much. Adios.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mdaka. And last but not least, please welcome the head of delegation of Russia, Mr. Viktor Smirnov, Deputy Director of the Department of International Cooperation at the Ministry of Science and Higher Education of the Russian Federation.
Thank you, Chair. You know, I have to say with great sadness, you know, when we started, well, I have it at my diary, practically 5 days ago, well, just near the whole week, we had been very enthusiastic, all of us, and now we have to finalize. So, dear heads of delegations, dear colleagues, dear participants, dear guests, well, first of all, I would join the words with Carlos, saying thanks to organizers and South Ural State University colleagues for holding a wonderful event in the very unusual conditions, a very high level. You could see that during that videos, how many things had been done. I mean, just technical. When we have meetings face to face, you can see just what's going on your face. But here you are sitting in front of the computer, and you may think that it's going on. Well, just the computer, and you talk to the computer. You can see that it's going on like automatically. But it was a great job. Thanks. Through the format of that event was online, we still managed to ensure a friendly atmosphere and achieved our main goal: interaction between young scientists and innovators from the BRICS countries. You know, when you look at the computer, you can see that the chart, and you can see a lot of messages to each other. And by the way, inside, between those messages, you can see some messages where the young scientists or just participants, they just try to create even chats to talk to be in touch after everything is finalized. So for my feeling, that's a great thing. So we achieved our goal in spite of we have that meeting online. This year, by the way, we have tried some new formats, that science stand-up, quiz, online experiments and workshops. All of them proved to be on demand and interesting for young generation. Our scientists are not only smart and intelligent, but have a unique sense of humor. They can explain very complicated scientific things in a very easy and funny manner. Science is a very thinking much more than it's a body of knowledge. I would like to thank all of you, young scientists and innovators, for your participation with high inspiration. We could all notice during these days, and special appreciation to Brazil for waking up very early in the morning, and China for staying very late in the evening during that difference in the time. Because for us and South Africa, it's more or less easier. We are somewhere in between. I mean, talking on the time zones. The fifth BRICS Young Forum has proved that BRICS countries are a treasure of talented people with many new interesting ideas they can bring to our everyday life. It was amazing to listen to young scientists speaking about their career pathways and current research projects from different parts of the world, but still united by the interest for science and innovations. 3 thematic areas chosen for this forum, ecology, material science, and artificial intelligence, are very demanding in all BRICS countries. It was very interesting to learn how these areas are being developed in different BRICS countries. I sincerely congratulate the winners of the BRICS Young Innovator Prize. And thanks to the jury members, it was not an easy job. Yesterday I took part in a short meeting. So you may think that, well, they just listened to it and then, but it was a hard decision for them to decide who's supposed to be the first, who's supposed to be the second and the third. We do hope that our projects and talent will make a profound impact on our social, economical environment and conditions in life in our countries, and use our unique talents and skills to solve complex problems and challenges, providing new outstanding scientific breakthrough for the benefit of the nation and global prosperity. I hope you youngsters and you will take all benefits from this competition, including new contacts for your future potential cooperation between BRICS scientists and researchers. So, as the 5th BRICS Young Science Forum has come to its end, we are happy to place the forum in the hands of its founder, India. They just mentioned that they will do it next year. We place great hopes on the successful continuation and cooperation within the framework of the BRICS Young Scientific Forum. So thank you, all of you. And as I mentioned several times, you are welcome when these pandemic things are finalized to come to Russia, not only to Chelyabinsk. We have plenty of nice places in our country, in Russia. For somebody who didn't think about it, our country is or has 11 time zones. So you can see quite a lot of things from the east to the west and from the south to the north. Because now in the north, somewhere we have even ice and snow. And in the south, we have lovely sun weather. So come to us and let's do that way that in our BRICS countries, we are really becoming good friends and with good cooperation. So goodbye and thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Smirnov. And dear friends, this concludes the 5th BRICS Young Scientist Forum. I hope you have enjoyed these 5 days just as much as we have. You can watch the videos from our forum online. The link will be available at the website of the forum for a while. Please make sure you save all the contacts you need. May success attend you in your research. Please keep in touch with each other. Thank you and goodbye.